Hello everybody, today we'll be adding the bass part of the song we started with. This is just an illustration song, so you can compose many songs as you want, but remember the rules. But today we are discussing about bass part. How do you put the bass part, the bass? Some call it bass part or bass part. Okay, the bass part deals with chording. If you know the rules guiding chording, it can help you very well. Okay, if you want to checkmate what you put at the back, because this bass part is the last straw that broke the camel's back. It is difficult for people to put when you are starting new, but as time goes on, you learn more about it. But for a beginner, check the notes vertically: mi, do, so, mi, do, and so. Remember the chord that have mi, do, so. That's why I said composition, you need to learn about chord before jumping into composition. The chord that has mi, do, so is do chord. So definitely anything that we have that will be sung by bass must be anything associated with do chord. Anything. We have alternatives. I used to say this alternative, but I will still bring out time to do about it. So anything that has mi, do, so, bass will go with it. That's the thing. If you know about chord very well, both 6th chord, 7th chord, we have dominant, 7th dominant, all of them, 9th chord. If you know all of them, you write this fast, because mi, do, so. So I'm not talking about pitch. Mi, do, and so. Anything that will come here will be anything associated with do chord, because if you see, one of them can be here, but it will be low. It will be at low range. Sorry. We have re, ti, va, re, ti, and fa. These three, if you check it very well, where you find it, is at the 7th chord. Leading note, leading chord, which is ti, re, fa. If you look at it very well in chording, when we did chording, ti, re, fa is 6th, the 7th chord, sorry, the leading chord. Okay, if you look at here now, it is do chord also. This is the brothers and sisters. If you look at this is the 2nd chord, which is what? If you can remember, re chord, re, fa, la. It is re chord. If you look at this one now, so, mi, and ti, it is mi chord, mi, so, ti. It is interchanged here, but remember it is mi chord. Then another one is this do chord again. Another one is a do chord again. So you see, this is a major chord, which is do chord, a major chord, which is do chord. This is minor, this is minor chord, this is minor chord, this is major. So that if you have that background of chording, you can fix this thing very well. But remember, we have many ways of doing it. What I normally do is this: mi, re, mi, fa, so, mi, do. I'll be memorizing the melody, then I'll think of the bass line. I can sing it using my phone, and while the recording is playing, I will think of bass parts I will fix. I'll be forming it until I get it and fix it. But as beginners, let us add what we need to add. Okay, here I will put do, because there is do chord. Anything I'll put here must represent re, ti chord, and that ti chord, re, ti, va, can be, I can add so, reason, because re and ti. So but this bass part deals with chording very well. This is re, ti, va. It is ti chord also, but it is also so chord. Okay, let me draw something now. This is do, re, mi, fa, so, la, T and do, T, La, So, So, Fa, Mi, Re. Or you go up again and add that thing I'm putting is 1, 1, 1 in case you are new. Then when you reach here, there is 1, 1 that I'm putting. Okay, this is the main octave. It stops at C, but the do ends it and begins another one. Okay, when I look at do chord, remember do chord is do, mi, so. So that is why I use do here. This is T, Re, Fa, which is T chord. T, Re, Fa, which you can come here again. T, Re, Fa, it is T chord. So I will put T here. Do T, or do Re, or do Va. So anything I put here will carry it. But there are alternatives. That is why I say bass part is difficult. Remember, we have So, we have a chord called So, Ti, Re. That is a chord. But if you go up again, you get Fa. So that is why I can comfortably put So here. And if you check in your piano, you will know that So, Ti, Re, Fa is a chord, and you find it in, I think, 7th chord or thereabouts. So if you check it very well, you know that it is 7th or dominant 7th chord. That is So, Ti, Re, Fa. But we are not doing about chording. It's a dominant 7th chord. That is why I can comfortably put this here. That is why I say bass part deals with chording. But I can decide to forget about those ones. Let me use simple way of chording bass and put it. I can put Fa here. Do Va. See the Va down. Instead of picking normal 1, no, I will not use, I will put lower, because bass part sings lower range. So do Va, I'll pick one of it. I can also pick T. Do T, it can go here because it is the T chord. But the brothers and sisters of T chord is Re and Fa. That is why I pick Fa. Then here is, I can pick one of these, which is So, do Va, So. Why? Because do, mi, so, one of it can go as bass. Or this is do chord, I can still comfortably put also do, Va, do is a do chord. But for me not to be repeating what that will not give me joy, or that will not go well with what I'm thinking, I can put do, Va, so here. So do, Va, so. I've gotten this one now. So for me to add this here, this is Fa, Re, La, and the chord that have Fa, Re, La is Re, Fa, La. If you studied chord with us, you understand this. This is Re, Fa, La, and this Re, Fa, La is Re chord. So I can put one of it in lower range, or put the same root chord, which is Re. Do, Va, so, Re. Do, Va, so, Re. Or I can put another one. Checking this now. That is why I said in all of these there are alternatives. Like now, Re, Fa, La is, remember, it is Re chord. It is Re chord. but I can add T to it, because if I move down a bit, jump this one, do that, I'll get a T. I'll get a T there. I don't know whether you are understanding me, because this is a minor chord, D minor. That is re fa la. Let me use key C. Let's say that what I'm studying now is in key C. It's in key C. So that you will get what I'm saying better. For those of you that re fa la is minor chord, which is re chord, and it is do D minor. Then I can put D minor sixth, which is adding T to it, but this is the T also. This T at the front of la, so re fa la. This T, I hope you, anyway, later when we start doing about organ, I will bring time for that chording of a thing, because that is where the heart of music is, the chording. Okay, so this is re fa la, D minor in key C. If you go to another key, it will be another minor, but it must be a minor chord. Re chord. Re chords are usually minor chords. Okay. Then I can put one of it, as I said. I can put the root chord, which is re. I can put fa again. Do va so va. I can put do va so re. I can put re down here, lower octave. So anything you want. But after putting it, sing it. If it doesn't go well with what you have, you can remove it. So that is why you can choose to put anything that will suit you. So I can put re here. Do va so re. This is mi chord. Mi so ti, so mi ti. So you check the chord that is formed in that tenor, soprano, and bass. Tenor, soprano, alto, tenor. That's the chord they have formed is so mi ti, which is found in mi so ti chord. Go back to my previous video, you learned about chording, the introduction to it. So this is mi so ti. Since it has formed mi so ti, one of it can be written here in lower octave. One of it in lower octave or the same octave can be used. But if there is a octave you use, it will not be good. So you check it very well. So do va so re. I can use mi here because the root chord is mi. The root chord of mi chord is mi. I can decide to remove it and put C, but C lower. Do you understand? Do va so re ti. Then another one is, this is do chord. I can decide to put so chord here, so notes, because we have mi do so. I can use one of it. I can use the do again because it is do. So, but sometimes I don't like using only do. I will put so. Here is do chord. I can end it with do chord. So this is simple way of putting bars. There are alternatives. Like in bars follows what we call the principle of chording. The chord that each line forms. Do va so re ti so do. I love you, Lord, I love you. Do you understand? Mi re mi fa so mi do. But the bass can do va so re ti so do. So if this re is, I think, is high, I can put also fa do va so va ti so do. If it is not good, we put another one. So your bass part is, sometimes I use my phone as like I said before. I'll sing this melody part. After singing it, I'll be singing this. I'll changing notes, singing until I get the perfect one that suits this word. Do va so I love you. You see how it sounds? But there is notes you put here. It will not sound I love you. It will not bring the meaning of I love you. If let's say that I change this thing to La higher octave, do va sol, do la, I lo. So it will not sound better. It will be complicating. It will not bring out tonality in music very well. Do va sol, do la sol. La can also go here. I can put La here. Maybe do la. I can put do la mi, do la mi va, so do. See, I have put second bars now. So anyone you can choose to be part of you. So I told you alternative, I use La here. Reason, because in chording there are alternatives, there are relative minors, relative chording. So remember, we have re, fa, la, and here is T chord, right? Here is T chord. I'm supposed to use T here, but I want to make it better, not to sound like anyhow. So I'll use re, fa, la is re chord, and that re, fa, ti, re, fa is also another chord. So I can decide to substitute this T for La. That is what I did. Do, la, mi, va, so, do. Do, la, mi, va, so, do. I love you, Lord. I love you. So you see how it sounds, but this one is do va sol re ti so do. I love you, Lord, I love you. But this one now is do la mi va so do. I can use do. So it is you who is composing that we decide, will this one go for me, will this one go for me. You choose the one that goes for you. But what will help you to understand bass part well is the understanding you have about chord, the major chord, the minor chord, and the seventh chord, the sixth, the dominant seventh. If you know all of them, it will help you in beautifying your song. I didn't add much here, but maybe later we'll start doing that. I think at this juncture we stop. Please keep on liking my channel, tell more people about it, subscribe to it, share it. If you have support, to support us so that I can add more color to what I'm doing here. It will help us also. At least I'm looking for fun to publish my book I have written on it, so you can be part of it. If you have any question, please don't fear. You can ask me. I'll drop my WhatsApp link and everything so that you can communicate with me. I don't know all, but the little I have, I'll keep on sharing. Thank you and God bless you.